Sherilyn out at the Marina Equestrian Center, and today we're going to talk a little bit about a horse's diet, things that they eat. And I think on a previous video we had discussed how horses are herbivores. They do not eat meat. Most of their diet consists of hay, whether it be grass hay, alfalfa hay, oat hay, or forage. And today I have, this is actually a combination of grass and alfalfa. I believe it's 10% alfalfa and 90% grass hay. So this is what I feed my horses. And Brody gets about 2 flakes twice a day. Jill is a little bit smaller than him. She gets about 1 flake twice a day. And I also give them pellets. And with my horses, this is called a hay net. And I put the hay in here and hang it from a hook where they can eat it. And the purpose that I use the hay net and personally love it is it takes them a little bit longer to eat their food. It gives them something to do. They can't just hork it down and get a bellyache. And so I personally use hay nets. Some people, they just throw them in the trough. So either way is fine. Whatever whatever your horses prefer and whatever you feel is best for them. The second thing that I give my horses on a daily basis, these are grass pellets. So they're basically concentrated alfalfa and grass in the form of a pellet. And one of the main reasons I give my horses pellets every day is because sometimes I need to add things into the pellets, whether it's vitamins, whether it's psyllium, and you can disguise it and they'll eat their medicine for the most part this way. Brody doesn't seem to ask questions when I put anything in here. Now my mare can detect a pill a mile away. So different personalities, but they usually get a half to a scoop of pellets twice a day. This right here, these are vitamins, and they come in like a little wafer form. And these are good to keep a shiny coat. They're good for the horse's joints. And I usually just hand them a cookie and they take it pretty easily. In fact, you can hear Brody over there calling to me. So I just give him one of these a day, if I remember. I guess it's like a Flintstone vitamin for horses. Okay. So we talked about psyllium and adding it to the pellets. Psyllium is extremely important out at Marina Equestrian Center because the horses are living on sand. And if they get too much sand in their tummies, they can colic and they can even die from colic. So the psyllium helps grab the sand from their gut and move it through their system. So I give my horses 2 scoops of psyllium 7 days every month. And I just add it to the pellets. So my mare actually has to take 1 pill a day. She has Cushing's, and there's a pill that she takes called Percend. My mare is super finicky. So I have to hide the pill in a pill carrier. I push the pill into the soft end, and then I offer it to her, and I hope that she'll eat it. Every day is a challenge with Jewel. Let's see if I can get her to eat it today. Jewel is a super smart horse. She's very hard to trick, but let's see if she'll take her pill today. Look, Jewel, nothing there, just alfalfa. It's alfalfa. And there she goes. So here's Jewel. Now watch Brody. Brody. He eats and asks questions later. Okay. Now let's come over here again. I want to show you horse treats. And these are apples and carrots. You do want to kind of break them into smaller pieces if you can. They can choke, so it's better to have a smaller piece when you're feeding them. And I want to do a little taste test. I think this will be fun to put out hay, pellets, and their treats and see what they go for first. I'm going to put my money on once they realize there's carrots and apples, that's going to be their first choice, just like kids with cookies or candy. So give me a moment. I'm going to bring one over at a time and see which pile they go for first. Okay, so we're going to do a taste test now. I'm going to start with Joel because if I start with Brody, I'm afraid he'll eat everything before we get to Jewel. So I'm going to just kind of let her know what foods are here. We've got hay, pellets, and we've got apples and carrots. Now I'm going to back her up, and I'm going to let her eat what she wants to first. I could have called that one by a long shot. She's going to taste the other one. There's the pellets. I bet she's going back to the apples. So as she's eating apples, she's spitting pellets back out. So I guess Jewel's favorite is apples, even over the carrots. I'm going to give her maybe 10 more seconds here. And back to the carrots and apples. All right, so now we're going to try the same with Brody. I'm going to put Jewel back. Okay, so now I have my gelding Brody. He has a nickname, and his nickname is Gummy Bear and sometimes Scooby. And you're going to figure out why we gave him those nicknames in just a minute here. So I'm going to let him check everything out like Jewel. There's hay. There's pellets. And then there's snacks. Now I'm going to back him up, and I'm going to let him go for whatever he wants to go for. And he's no dummy. So he basically horked down 2 apple slices and 3 carrots in a matter of 30 seconds. And let's see if he'll make his way over to the hay. I guess he definitely has some preferences. So now we're gonna have a little contest between Brody and Jewel and see who gets an apple first. I'm putting my money on this boy, but let's see, I'm having trouble holding him off. Okay, go get it. And he got one. Good boy. Okay, let's see if Jewel will play the game. Come on, girl. Maybe you don't know they're there. Look. And sometimes Jewel is like a cat. If she doesn't want to play a game, she won't. Let me give her a minute here. You can do it. You can do it. No? No? All right, Joel doesn't want to play. Okay, bye everybody.